PlayStation 5 is out.
Whoa, he did a Bugsnax!
By now, you might as well
Okay, if this is good, I'll fucking play it.
be dead because you can't play the new game Bugsnax. When the PS4 released, it came bundled with
If he said it's fucking good, I'll play it,
a
motherfucker.
game
How about
called
that?
Knack. Now, many of you on this channel have probably never heard of this game.
The future of this stream depends on what Donkey has to say about
But at the
Bugsnax.
time, it was considered to be the apex of graphics. 300,000 polygons per second, just on the Knack alone. Playing Knack was like looking into the future of video games, and now, 17 years later, players can experience this feeling once again with the famous game of Bugsnax. Or should I say, Bugsnax. Right off the bat, I just want to laugh at the bozos who bought Xbox instead. If you try to load the disc for Bugsnax into an Xbox, that shit is gonna go. Xbox cannot handle the power of this game. It is a proven fact of nature. Immediately when this game booted up, the first thing I noticed was how the animals can actually talk with human voices. This was not possible before on the PS4 because of Blu-ray was not able to store
Why does he keep playing? Why is he playing Pokemon music in the background?
the information properly. I sat there in amazement as the walrus started talking about the treasure map and started laughing at how mad Xbox fans are that they can't handle this game. Now, the first thing players will notice in Bugsnax is that this is the largest ever resolution on a video game to date. 40,000 pixels wide by 22.738 pixels height. With resolutions like this, Pixar is gonna end up going out of business, boys. I mean, just right now, we're probably looking at something like 9.4 trillion polygons. And if Bunger comes into play, that number is just gonna absolutely skyrocket to the billions. For my tech guys out there who've played, Red Dead Redemption 2, you are going to notice a lot of those post-processing techniques used here to far greater extent, like antroscopic filtering, which is a method of filtering out poorly placed polygons and redistributing them to areas where they can make a more noticeable impact. This is how you end up with photorealistic characters like Crapple and Weenie Worm. The voice acting here is top of the line stuff. Dolby 4.2 THX surround woofer, they brought in all the greatest actors in for this one, like Jack Nicholson's and Donnie Sheed.
HasanAbi.
For the trees and foliage, we have something called 3D alpha planing, and I'm not even gonna bother trying to it's just so advanced beyond anything. Trilinear bitmap buffering. This is essentially a pipeline effect that is able to move characters from one level to another. Fully dynamic depth of field queuing. This is noticeable when you are launching.
Hideo Kojima played the game and then cried for 3 days straight later. That's a good one, chatter. Good meme.
Ketchup at the Frylock monster. Those droplets of ketchup sauce are actually being individually simulated and processed into an advanced physics rig, which determines where each drop should land and the size of the splatter when it impacts. I mean, these are techniques hobbyists have been trying to simulate for decades. I myself have a $14,000 gaming PC with a solid gold keyboard, and I wouldn't even dare try to run Bugsnax because it would Bugsnax. Merc Cerny said video games will no longer have to load because of a special microchip, so now you can feed a hippo 100 wieners to turn her arm into a hot dog. For stuff like shadows and ambient occlusion, they are using some new strand of Phong shading. Phong shading, of course, was invented by Phong Bui Tuong. It's essentially a program that is calculating the amount of light on the object at tiny points across the entire surface instead of at the vertices of the polygons. Of course, doing it this way eats up more computation compared to older techniques like the Graodad shading, which we saw a lot of on the PlayStation 2. But when you see the reflection of a grape skeeto soaring above a small pond, it really does end up being worth that, massive frame rate dip that you get. Bugsnax is a towering technical powerhouse. We're talking anti-aliasing, rotoscope rendering, fill rate, real-time bump map simulation, palletized textures,
Isn't he literally just reading things that exist in every game? Like since fucking 8 consoles ago?
4K tessellation, Z buffer. This game is only possible.
At first I didn't understand. At first I thought he was making terms up because I didn't know. And then now I get half the jokes are
on the PlayStation 5. But if you wanted to, you could probably just play this on the original PlayStation 1 too.
Okay, so he didn't like it.